Hey everyone, it's Greta
and Pearl, and welcome to APUSH News.
Today we're going to be discussing a very heated topic.
The fact that the moon landing was faked.
Oh wait, what's that? It wasn't faked? It's real?
Oh, it wasn't faked. In 1969, the U.S. government, in conjunction with NASA, sent the Apollo 11 spacecraft to the moon.
This was during the Cold War, and the U.S. wanted to prove its superiority over the Soviet Union by reaching the moon first.
This was called the Space Race! The Cold War serves as the context for why many conspiracy theorists believe that the moon landing was faked. But it wasn't! Hey Greta, are you sure the moon landing was real? I feel like the astronauts would have died when they traveled through the Van Allen belt, a point of extreme radiation on the path to the moon.
Well, that's wrong, because NASA made sure they went through only the thinnest parts of the belt, and they were only in there for under 2 hours, which was well under the safe limit of exposure to radiation. So that's why that's false.
Would you say that's about the same radiation as a chest x-ray?
I would say it's even less radiation.
Very interesting.
Pearl, how did the flag in those photos flap if there's no wind in space?
Well, actually, if you look at a photo closely, you can see that the flag is bunched up at the top, where a tension rod was actually inserted, and someone was able to move the flag in order to create an Old Glory flapping visual, which proved to the Soviets that we are superior. Check two photos side to side, and you'll see that the flag remains in the same position even when the astronaut has changed positions. We already figured out the Allen belt and the flag, but that still leaves the question, where are the stars in all the photos?
The stars are there, but the brightness in the forelanding from the moon washes out the brightness of the stars. They are there, you just can't see them in the photos.
So Greta, we've disproved most other aspects of the theory, but that the question still remains, why are there all those weird shadows in all the photos?
Well, most people know the moon has a lot of holes, dents, protrusions, and other things on it that make shadows look weird. It's just the reflection of the sun casting light on the moon.
That's very interesting. There was actually a Mythbusters episode in which they tested lasers on the moon and their reflectivity. There's one spot in the moon where humans left a piece of reflective material, and lasers will not reflect off of any point of the moon except for that point, proving that people have been there and implanted those materials.
Yeah. Pearl, in one of the photos, there's a rock in the background labeled with the letter C as if it was a prop. Why is that?
Well, actually, someone traced the IP address of the person who posted this photo, and it turned out to be a popular Photoshop artist, and the original photos released by NASA did not contain this marking.
So, it's not real?
It's not, and the moon landing is real.
Pearl, the footprints in the photos don't match the astronauts' boots.
Yes, they do. They do. But if there are footprints, how could they be on the moon when there's no moisture or air molecules?
Well, actually, NASA recently did an experiment that shows you don't need to have moisture to create a footprint. You can have dust.
So cool.
Yeah, it's real life science.